Hey, what's up, everybody? Metta World Peace here with the Metaphorically Speaking and the XvsX Sports Podcast with the big homie from Long Beach, Eric Williams.
Yeah, how you doing? This a.k.a. Long Beach Ewill. That's my artist name, everybody. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. We brought to you by Boost Mobile and XvsX Sports, along with the Metta Panda Club. I mean, I'm excited to chat with you, man. I know so much about you, seen you over the years. We played ball, with each other, against each other. My first question for you is, could you have played in the NBA?
I believe so. If I would have started playing basketball earlier,
yeah,
I definitely believe so. I'm strong. I became a shooter later on.
Yeah.
So, but if I was shooting like 20, 21, for sure, I definitely would.
And the reason I asked that is because, I mean, I've been watching you play over the last couple of years, and everywhere you go in L.A., in the Drew League, wherever you play, you seem to do work.
I think so, man. It's all about opportunity.
Yeah.
I came up as a football player.
Right.
A lot of people, I never really took basketball. I was like, let me just see what comes from it. And then I end up going overseas.
Absolutely. I mean, being from Long Beach, Los Angeles, you're into boxing, you're into, you play ball, and you're an artist. Yeah. I heard your music. I like the music.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Right? I seen you box heavyweight. I think you have chances, to make something happen in the heavyweight division. And you could ball. Speak a little bit about your creativity and how is this coming about?
I just feel like I always kind of looked on life like I didn't want to leave this earth with regrets. So when I have so much talent in my body, I'm like, I'm not going to leave it all. I love singing. I'm an athlete. I'm one of the athletes that really can play multiple sports and play it at a high level.
Yeah.
From football, basketball, now boxing. And every sparring match I had was against pros. Like I haven't boxed sparred any amateurs like that. Right. Because ain't no big dudes just walking around like, hey,
and
I want to
Malik
box.
Scott, he trained you for one day, right?
No, he trained me for a month.
So you've been training with Malik Scott for a month. Yeah. We sat down, me and Malik had cigars. You didn't have a cigar. Yeah. You're a really healthy guy. Yeah. And y'all started training, and he mentioned somebody you sparred in a YouTube session, and he said he saw that video. Yeah. What fighter was that? All respects to the fighter. And then what video was he referring to?
He was referring to a really good fighter that fought MMA or UFC, and now he do bare knuckle, Joey Beltran.
Yeah.
And Coyote.
Okay.
Coyote actually was a champion in like light heavyweight, I believe.
Okay.
Like that. But yeah, and me just not even knowing, that was my first year sparring, like 3 months in, and I'm jumping in there with pros and handling my business.
I mean, you jumping in with pros everywhere.
Yep.
On the basketball court.
Absolutely.
You could play in any open run in the country.
Absolutely.
All right, and then with the music, you're as good as any up-and-coming artist that's coming up, right? And then with the boxing, you for sure have a chance to fight in the heavyweights.
Yep.
And you're getting older. It's all about networking and who you know, right? Different things. So not every athlete get a chance to meet the best agent or those opportunities. But you're still athletic enough and a good enough artist, to pursue some of your goals.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is how do you feel about that?
I feel awesome. Like getting older, but I'm young. I seen people way younger. But older, you get what I'm saying? So I eat right, I work out, keep my body nice, strong, healthy, and mentally, definitely stay, mentally ready for everything that comes in life towards me.
Absolutely. So we're going to keep this conversation going. XvsX Sports Podcast, brought to you by Boost Mobile and the Metta Panda Club. We are live in La Cienega at a Boost Mobile store right now.
Yes, sir. So
we're going to get into some of your music before we bring it back to some sports. So which record are we getting into right now?
I like to, this is a record that's, I think, very special. I actually did a record for Metta, and I think it's pretty dope. You guys make sure you check it out. It's called Metta World Peace.
It was some trials, tribulations, and some major sections. Name and ended up with Kobe was a come. Now it's championship meta, yeah, you thought he was a goner. You think you were the bully, man, you really was a goner. Now he even doing big things when he off that court. XvsX sports, y'all better turn down. I love the part you opened up about the mental illness. You help educate the younger generation. You told them it takes time and patience, a lot of meditation. You even educating about NFTs, training these young ballers to reach their dream. Metta Club, yeah. Metta Club, yeah, yeah, yeah. Metta World Peace, Metta World Peace, Metta World Peace, Metta World Peace, Metta World Peace.
Podcast. So I'm over here. Yeah. We was playing some music for y'all, and we was vibing out. Yeah. All right, so we said, and I'm listening to the record, and I'm like, definitely flattered. And I listen to the record, it actually goes hard. Yeah. That's like the type of song y'all can use. Yeah. Hey, we might have to use that for my charities and stuff. Yeah. And that's dope. So, and we're gonna get into your other song too. But thanks for that. Yeah, that was dope. Appreciate it. Yeah. And so with the music, how do you feel right now about it, man?
I feel good. I feel confident. Definitely have a lot of music that's ready to go. As far as EP, I did a song last night that's dope. Yeah. But my song right now that's really catchy and everybody it's called On Babies, featuring my little brother DW Flame. Yeah. He's an upcoming artist that he's verified. He's on tour right now with Wildin' Out with Nick Cannon and them.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
So, but yeah, the song On Babies, is very much a catchy song and a good vibe.
So let's get into On Babies real quick because I want to hear it. I like it, and I want people to.
It's on every major platform. It's on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal. You can pull it up on any major streaming platform.
And as we get into that, I know we had a lot of big boxing fights that I want to get into too. That I want to ask you some questions about. Last week with Charlo. Yeah. I also want to know what you think about Canelo. Like, who should Canelo fight next, or what do you think he's going to do next?
I think he got to have a rematch. Yeah, Canelo. If you ask me, I think he got to fight him again.
So do you think Canelo actually will want to fight like that? You think that was a tough match? Do you think he just goes back to 168?
Yeah, I think he should go. No, I think he got to just fight him again, rematch, to prove himself. I don't think he didn't look like his best self. Right. Like in his previous fight where he fought like his normal self. He played with him, paused, and then dominated him the last few rounds, and then KO'd him.
Well, I thought he fought well. A lot of people said he lost, and he got backlash for losing. But I actually thought he won in that defeat because he went up to 175 to fight against the best skilled and powerful guy in the vote.
So you call it a win?
I call it a win.
So that's just like Floyd Mayweather fight, the young guy that
was a win. Yeah, that taught him a lot. I think so.
So. Do you feel like he lost that fight because the young guy was actually dominant?
Well, he lost both fights, but I think that young guy, he was really young. You know what I'm saying? And he's fighting against the best.
Yeah.
So you never really would have known. But I'm glad that fight happened because we would have never saw that fight.
Facts.
There was no way that fight was going to happen because he's moving up in weight.
Right.
Yeah, Floyd's not, fighting consistently at 154.
Right.
So that was incredible.
And the Charlo fight, it was a dog fight. I loved it. It was awesome all the way to the end.
Talk to you about the Charlo fight. Tell me a little bit about Charlo and his opponent Castano. What do you think about that whole fight?
Castano was very aggressive. Like Charlo didn't just get to do what he wanted to. Right. But later on in the fight, Castano, he got wore down a little bit, and Charlo started dominating more, showing you who's champ. Like it was definitely a heck of a fight all the way through, though.
I feel like Charlo's, getting better. If you look when he fought against Harrison the first time, then the second time, he started placing his punches.
Yep.
And keeping it short and efficient versus just coming in with wild punches. Shots, and now that he's doing that, I feel like he's becoming a better fighter.
Absolutely. I think you learn from each fight you have, and you definitely want to get better.
And his defense
different
is
styles,
incredible last fight.
Absolutely. Different styles. You definitely want to master your fighting ability and just make sure you have more in your arsenal than your opponent.
So what do you think about Charlo? So he has the green belt. Both of the brothers have the green belt.
Yep.
Right? So with Jamel, what do you think about, is he the best in the division?
At this moment, yes. At this moment, yeah. At this moment, yes.
So did you feel like that before this fight?
Yeah, I thought he was still the best.
Still the best in the division.
Still the best.
I mean, he's getting so much better, and it's really scary. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know how he's gonna lose. So now we got David Benavides. He's been calling out Big Charlo,
yep.
And he's fighting Saturday, which is tonight.
Yep.
So what do you think about this guy? He's calling out Canelo. Is he gonna win tonight?
I mean, I think this fight dictates that.
Yeah.
So if he comes out and dominate the fight, of course I think Canelo is going to say, I want to take this fight.
Yeah, yeah.
But Canelo might double back and say, hey, I need that rematch, then I'm going to come fight you.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know.
Hey, man, real quick, we're going to get into On Babies. I want to get into another record that you have. Like I said, Eric Williams on the XvsX Sports Metaphorically Speaking podcast.
AKA Long Beach Ewill on all platforms and social media.
On Babies. And this one is featuring who?
DW Flame, my little brother.
DW Flame.
Yep. That's on, babies.
You driving me insane, stop going through my phone. The homegirl's about to have your ass all alone. And that's on babies. And that's on babies. And that's on babies. And that's on babies. You driving me insane, stop going through my phone. Your homegirl's about to have your ass all alone. This shit crazy, and that's on babies. And that's on babies.
It's luck. Going through my phone, don't get to doing that. Talking about I've been cheating, don't get to doing that. Know we got something good and you can ruin it. Even though we got a bond, I don't mind losing that. Cause I done seen people leave. A lot of shit I can't believe. Bitches end up hating me and I just try to make them see.
Do you really know the type of nigga you fucking with? You keep me out the streets, I'm tired of dealing with suffering. All I need is peace and trust, you know my government. Can I see you up in court, the mayors versus the government? If I leave you in my stash, depend on you to juggle it. You get me in that bag, I'm not the one to be fucking with. Insane, stop going through my phone. Your homegirl's about to have your ass all alone. And that's on babies. And that's on babies. You driving me insane, stop going through my phone. Your homegirl's about to have your ass all alone. This shit crazy, and that's on babies.
On Babies.
Yes, sir.
And you got a video for that.
Yes, sir.
Where can people find that song?
On YouTube, on any outlet, any Spotify, Apple, Tidal, anything you have. YouTube, check it out.
Live at the Bruce Mobile store here at La Cienega. Eric Williams on a podcast, the XvsX Sports Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Metaphorically speaking, this is history. And I believe doing creative stuff as much as possible, you know, and I want to get more of the XvsX players, and any players, you know. XvsX is a platform, an app, because we feel like we just want to create games, but we don't care, honestly, like, how we connect. Like,
absolutely.
But for us, we're doing something we think is really cool, tracking stats and, you know, putting together games.
Can I talk about that, Metta? Like,
yeah.
So Metta had this league that he started. It's like XvsX from, like, he came from the ABA. Like, all right, you know, I'm going to start this league. And the XvsX is like one of the best leagues now. Like some top talents, and you got influencers that's in there. Men and women, on the men and women side, and it's a dope league at a high level league. We play NBA rules, we play big three rules when we're going 3-on-3, and it's just awesome for Metta to be able to give back to the community. That's why I really made that song, teaching us about NFTs, you know, and it is metaverse. You know, it's just crazy. Like, I really appreciate it.
I do, man. Thanks for coming to the events, man. Yeah. I mean, we've been knowing each other quite some time, and you know, I love the game. As you can see, we doing just basketball, and I feel like there's so much talent out there, and it's really hard to get seen. And you can have really good talent, but somebody that really loves basketball, they don't really care who you are. They just care how you play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was a good move. They look like a good player or a good pro or a good amateur. And I think we have a lot of those, that type of skill level, and I think basketball players add value to the community.
Right.
You know, because it's hard to do what a basketball player do.
And for your league, you actually shine a light on people that are becoming better players that they wouldn't have got in other leagues.
Right.
So your league actually helped them get better and get the spotlight where these other leagues can see them, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't know that kid was that good."
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, and that's what we want to do. You know, we want to see if we can help a basketball player get to the next level, along with doing our own games in our own leagues. Also,
yep.
You know, we still, but we love to see the development. You know, the training.
The footage is amazing.
Yeah, thank you. I know.
The footage is amazing.
Yeah,
you know?
man. Shout out to Johnny.
Yeah, you're getting guys like footage and people like, where's that league guy? I want to play in that. You know, like.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Johnny, Holcomb, Tim Barkos.
Absolutely.
Leading for us on production. And we feel like also, that's the other piece. If you're a dope baller, but you don't have the right content
that's
out,
a fact.
then it's hard for people to see you're a baller. Even like a guy like Juice. You know, we remember when Juice was, you know, a dope baller, everybody knew him, but he had no content.
Right.
Now he's getting content everywhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
people want to come shoot you. Like, it's people that seen me in Metta in XvsX league, and they was like, "Hey, I'm gonna come shoot you. Just hit me up." Like, and they came out and watched me play in other different leagues just from his league. And I'm sure that happened for other guys.
Absolutely, man. Come out to the XvsX Sports games, Mid Valley YMCA in Van Nuys. We there every Tuesday.
Download the app.
Download the app every Tuesday, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Then on Sundays, 12 noon to 5 p.m. Come watch the games. You know, it's a little bit different.
And we just started a 3-on-3 league.
We just started a 3-on-3 league, so come watch. Yeah. You can watch Eric Williams get busy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you think y'all have a chance to win the 3-on-3 league?
Yeah, I mean, our chemistry last week we went 1-1. We were a little gassed. I played in the league before, but yeah, absolutely. Every time I'm on the court, I feel like I'm going to win. You know. So
yeah, I feel like it's kind of competitive. And we got some good players. What do you think about the women players?
Oh, definitely got some talent in the women players.
Who do you like out of the women players?
I can't just say off there. I don't know everybody.
Right.
Definitely got, even from the influencers, even though they're influencers, they really can hoop.
They can hoop,
They really can hoop. Like, girls got skills, like crossover, step backs, heads, like, they really go crazy.
I enjoy it. I get a chance to be around the game, watch good basketball. Yeah. That's why I really enjoy it. I mean, I'm really excited that you came here. You know, and did the podcast because you know a lot of people around the city.
Absolutely.
A lot of people message you around, you know, Los Angeles, a lot of the ballers and the influencers. And, you know, we just want to always try to be a platform, you know, for you.
Absolutely.
You know, and we look forward to seeing what you're doing in the future. Can't wait to see your first show. Yeah. I know you've done many shows. You perform many times.
No, I did my first show in Vegas, my paid show. My
your
first paid show
right.
was in Vegas last month.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Yeah. I can't wait. Mm-hmm. And you're a real singer, man. You could actually sing.
Yeah.
You're not using auto-tune all the time.
Nah.
You just going.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how you're supposed to do it. You can't be front. I can't catfish on the voice, you know.
So what do you think about rapping and singing? Are you rapping and singing, or are you just doing mostly singing?
I'm just mostly singing, but it's more like a trap soul. Like, so it's not all the way just like to the highest note is like riding the beat, almost like rapping. Right. But
yeah. Hey, what's going on here? Metta World Peace, your host of Metaphorically Speaking and the XvsX Sports podcast, brought to you by Boost Mobile and the Metta Panda Club in association with Shop WSS. Hey, we here with one of the legends in L.A. to talk basketball. And as you know, he's very talented, not only in ball, but music and boxing. Eric Williams.
Yes, sir.
Long Beach Ewill. What's good, baby?
Yes, sir. Everything's straight, baby. Yeah. Happy to be here.
Absolutely, man. Let everybody know where they can find you at, you know, on your socials and everything.
My handles is Long Beach Ewill everywhere. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, any music platform, Long Beach Ewill. Yes, sir.
So I know you're into the music, you're into boxing, but let's talk basketball. I mean, we have a Final Four right now.
Yep.
That's on and popping.
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to win the title, and who do you think is going to the championship?
My pick to win it is Golden State. I mean, they've been there before. Their coach is real polished going to the NBA championship. So I think Golden State is going to win it.
I mean, I don't want to bet against Curry.
Yeah.
You know, it reminds me like when LeBron is in the playoffs, I don't want to bet against LeBron. Right. Even if Curry is in the playoffs, which I feel like Curry, I really don't want to bet against Curry.
Right.
Yeah, pick your poison.
And they're like, Luka is doing an amazing job. Luka is killing.
Yeah.
But Curry is killing at crucial points of the game. Like last night, like he picked his team up, like he was carrying them in that first half. Like, come on, we ain't done.
This reminds me of when Canelo fought Mayweather.
Right.
You know, Stephen Curry versus Luka, and Luka's kind of like, is Luka going to be a Canelo?
Right.
Or is he just going to be like Mayweather? Right. And then both players will have great careers.
Right.
But Stephen Curry shows that he is the best.
He's the best.
Yeah.
And I'm hitting any shots. I'm carrying my team, and I'm helping my team be better. Like every coach, the coach with Golden State just help every kid off the bench play their game.
Right.
It seemed like every kid with every player with Golden State just comfortable in the game.
Right.
Like you see other teams, players be kind of timid, might turn down shots or whatever.
Right.
But with the Warriors, shoot the ball when you're open.
Shoot the ball when you're open.
You know,
you got a great player who's a willing passer.
Absolutely.
And you got a ton of great players. And excited, right?
Yeah.
That's not.
That's why Poole can play the way he can play.
Man, Poole is a baller.
He's going crazy.
I didn't know who he was until the playoffs.
He's going crazy, and
he's a baller.
Now that you have 3 guys that's going to shoot the ball, somebody's always going to shoot well.
Oh my goodness, we know Curry's the best, but it's always that question. Mm-hmm. You know, Durant goes on Curry's team. Shout out to Kevin Durant. He goes on Curry's team, and then he wins. He gets the MVP, and Curry don't get those MVPs. Right. Even though, just no disrespect to Durant, but even though I thought if Durant didn't sign with the Warriors, I thought that
they were still going to be.
They probably still would, and I do believe that.
Like they're about to go there now.
Right, and I do believe that Durant was the best player on that team.
Right.
But once again, now we got this guy Poole.
Right.
Poole to me is just as good, but it's levels to it. But Poole is like just as good as Curry.
Dynamic, he's explosive, young, fast.
Right.
He's going to get down court. He give you a fast break push along with some great 3-point shooting like Curry.
I mean,
but Curry and Clay. You could tell it's like a spinoff, like Clay and Curry had a baby.
Right.
Pause on that, but it's like him learning from them too.
Yeah.
And now they developed him into being a great shooter and player.
Who does he remind you of?
It's a different league. It's a different era. The style he played.
Right.
So it's more based off like a hybrid of.
He's an old school, new school guy.
Yeah, a hybrid player. Like now, so
I just don't. I mean, this kid, was he an all-star this year?
No, he wasn't.
I don't think Poole was an all-star this year.
He was an all-star.
So I mean,
all right, we're on the Warriors. They say the best player. They talked about the best player. I heard the sports analysts talk about Luka's the best player, but for me, Luka's number 2.
Who's number 1?
Jimmy Butler.
Oh, in the playoffs right now?
Jimmy Butler.
Yo, Jimmy be getting overlooked.
Jimmy Butler. And I don't know how they talk about certain players that be like, oh, he's not a superstar yet. Every time Jimmy Butler been in a playoff, he's a superstar. I don't what they like. Oh, he's a star, but he's not a superstar.
Is he a Hall of Famer? He's a Hall of Famer, probably.
I think so. But creep up Hall of Famer, and it shouldn't be that because every time he been in the playoffs, 25 plus winning, and even with Philly, even with the Bulls, he was carrying every team.
And he's always playing. He's there.
Play defense.
He's
both
professional.
Both sides of the ball.
He's having this career where, maybe he's not a D Wade yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's not a D Wade yet. But he reminds me a lot of D Wade.
Yeah, he's Jimmy Butler, though.
Yeah, he's Jimmy Butler.
The scoring it looks easy.
Right. He looks like he can do what he wants.
It's easy. Pull up at the free throw line. Tatum want to guard me. Brown want to guard, and whoever want to guard me. Like it's whatever.
What do you think about Tatum?
Tatum is, he's coming along, boy.
These playoffs is crazy because these playoffs is very unique in the sense that every day somebody else is the best in your eyes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Every day somebody else is the best. Like Tatum was the best to me a week ago. Right?
Yep.
Then this week is Luka.
Right. I mean,
it's never been like this.
It's kind of every week been Luka and Butler. And then there was Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum had some big games in the last series. It was crazy. Even this one now, but in that last series, it was going crazy.
So what teams is not doing what you expected? Give me maybe 4 teams that you expected them to be in the playoffs or whatever the case may be.
The Utah Jazz disappoints me, man.
Utah Jazz?
Man, they disappoints me. Brooklyn, injuries.
Yeah, injuries.
Philly, they were, but the Bulls, with my bro DeRozan.
Yeah.
I felt like they could have. I'm like, y'all better than this, but it seemed like they took a slight downfall towards the playoffs. Like
They
when they
did.
was on their way up, and then it just like.
But they ran into a monster.
Yeah.
They lost to Giannis, right? If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
but it was like fight back though.
Yeah, but you can't fight back against Giannis. Like some people with Giannis, it's certain it's like LeBron.
Yeah.
Like it's only so much you can.
Right. So,
But you should fight back. You should
Fight
look
back.
like the Bulls. They came and they went in the playoffs this year, so they got work to do.
I like that.
Bulls got work to do.
Who I was big on is the Hornets.
The Hornets.
The Hornets.
Yeah,
they
the
were
Hornets, yeah.
dope. Like in beginning of the season, mid-season, I'm like, oh, they gonna make a good playoff run.
Yeah, I did think the Hornets was going to.
Yeah, but injuries
do a little more.
too. I think. With,
And they're young.
Yeah,
And overachievers.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely for sure. Overachievers.
Definitely great players. I love the Hornets' energy.
So what do you think about the Lakers?
Lakers, I love them. You know, that's my team.
Shout out to the Lakers.
Yeah, that's my team. I think we just need a couple of pieces.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to trade a couple. I think during the All-Star break, we definitely should have made some trades if we wanted to make a deep playoff run.
Right.
But to me, since we didn't make the trade, I don't think we wanted to make a deep playoff run.
Right.
Even with the loyalty, but at the same time, you know, it's like a business.
Yeah.
Like, you know, but you want to stay loyal to your players. All right, we got it. Everybody got it. Yeah, we got it. But then you look at it like, no, we didn't have it. I knew we should have made a trade.
Absolutely. So what about moving forward? What do you think? Keep the big three? What do you think?
Nah, on a business, me personally, you know, Russ from here. I'm gonna keep Russ off top.
For sure.
You know, but I think I will move AD.
Oh,
just
really?
far as like, of course, if he was healthy, I'm keeping AD. But since his whole career, he haven't been healthy. You know, just a whole season.
Right.
Unless we just say, hey, AD, you ain't playing until after the All-Star break. We good there. You feel me? Like,
but I'm hoping they keep them all because I feel like they didn't get a chance.
Yeah.
At least get a chance to see how good you are because I didn't think they was going to finish first in the league.
Yeah.
I didn't think they was going to have the most wins in the West. But I thought when they got to the playoffs,
they were going to be dominant.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
You know what I mean. So I feel like they do have a couple more years on LeBron.
Yep.
You know, if AD comes back in super shape, we good money there.
Right.
And then Westbrook was in great shape.
His energy is there.
His energy was there. On defense, it could be better.
Right.
But then also, I feel like, he still has a little bit in it.
Yep.
Obviously, he turned the ball over a lot, missing shots. But that's the
Yeah,
season.
I
That's
believe
season.
I believe in Westbrook.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Even with AD, it's just the injuries. So I don't know if it's you got to build more muscle around everything or whatever. But
Probably just got to train a little bit more. In the summertime.
That's the only reason why I would make those big time moves.
Yeah.
Like I would move AD only because of injury.
I wouldn't because I feel like he came here, he won the title, and then let's see what happens next year.
So 2 years, all right. So next year, so if it ain't together by All-Star break,
I personally feel I feel like if he comes in shape, we're not even talking about if for All-Star break. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about a good Laker team. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. We're talking about a good
Laker team. And I'm speaking, but the other diehard Laker fans, they're gonna be like, "No, we trade. We need to trade right now."
That's the diehard, Yeah. Right.
They in the office with it.
That's not someone you can just. AD is not someone you can just move. Oh, I'm upset.
No.
And we're going to trade.
Right. Absolutely not.
You'd be like, hey, let's play better next year.
Right. Absolutely.
And then for the multiple years,
and we want him to play better
for sure.
But
then they were hurt. That's why I personally feel like. Last year, LeBron gets hurt
injuries
in the playoffs. That ankle injury.
Yep.
And then this year AD got hurt. So
and how many? LeBron missed like 18 games or something, right?
But this year,
yeah,
he missed a lot of games this year, and he missed games the other year when he had that ankle injury.
Right.
So you don't even really know how big this team could have been.
Right.
So I do believe.
But we do need other shooters.
Right.
We definitely need shooters. So if we can get people to move around, even I like to bring the free agent, my guy Spider from Utah.
Oh, yeah, Mitchell.
Yes. I like Mitchell.
Dope. Yo, shout out to Mitchell.
I like Mitchell.
So many good players, man. It's another guy. A couple of years ago, Mitchell was considered the best.
Yep.
Now this year, is somebody different.
What you think about Booker and Aiden? Aiden about to move, maybe.
Aiden reminds me not like of Tim Duncan every which way, but like a young, smart player.
Yep.
Very similar to Tim Duncan.
Yep, absolutely.
You know, so I mean, they want to win, and I heard some things in the media where I heard they might want to move some people, but that's basketball.
Right, that's basketball.
Always with Shaq got traded. Only one that really didn't get traded was MJ.
Right. I think even with Aiden, we need a big. We actually do need another big.
No, Aiden is a really good player anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. I think really to help AD out, we definitely need a scoring big.
I want to see DeAndre Jordan play better, and I want to see Blake Griffin play better.
I actually love DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, I want to see him play better. I love DeAndre. He's only 32 years old.
I love DeAndre Jordan.
He's playing better now. And actually, he was playing better towards the end.
No, you know when they moved him, when I felt like they shouldn't have moved him, when he was with Brooklyn. They were playing well with him.
Yeah.
They were killing with him. And he was dunking everything, blocking shots, and then all of a sudden, they trade him.
Yeah, well, I feel like, they was trying to figure out how they're going to win the title. They just felt like he wasn't the one to help them win. But with that being said, I feel like he is a great athlete. He's only 32, and I seen him early in the season. I'm like, hey, you got to get back in shape.
Right.
Because there's no way you're not still yamming it on
Right.
people.
And let me shout out my boy Stanley Johnson. That's my boy.
Shout out to Stanley.
That's my boy with the Lakers. He came in and played defense, and I'm glad he's at home.
I'm happy for him. I mean, he came in, he played well.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you got to do the dirty work. I know he came in, he was a high pick.
Yep.
He's supposed to be able to score and do everything, but he's playing like an elite player.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Doing what he do.
Playing defense. He's doing, Coach, what you need me to do.
For sure. In the league.
Right. What you need me to do. All right, for sure. I'm guarding whoever, and I'm going to lock up, and, I'm going to do my job.
Look at Marcus Smart. I think shout out to Marcus Smart for winning the Defensive Player of the Year and a good offensive player.
Absolutely.
Which is great.
His offense has came along, which he probably already had it, but he just was chilling.
He did always have it. I mean, he came in, he was a high pick also.
Right.
I mean, he did always have it, but took a little while. And now you see him. He's looking like one of the best players in the league.
Easy. It looks easy, too, for him.
Yeah.
And he like telling this young guy, I got us.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Like, I got us. And I love the older guys in there like Al Horford, Chris Paul, the guys that's in there. Like, it's more about keeping your body, because you can't say too many young athletes will come in and be better than Joe Johnson even.
Right.
Like, oh, he's 21. He's better than Joe Johnson. No, he can jump higher and run faster.
Right.
But mentally and knowing the game, no, he's not better than Chris Paul and LeBron James.
Right.
No, you just got to keep your body up.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I agree. I mean, and that's the thing I like about the league right now. I feel like it's so many.
Even Al Horford. Last series.
Well,
went crazy.
He went crazy. He showed like who the real Al Horford is.
Y'all thought I was done? No, I'll be playing my role.
He's still playing his role, but he still can play. He's a solid, really intelligent player.
Right. So don't ever get that twisted. Just because NBA players only average 5 points, 2 points, or something like that, they go to any pro-am and give y'all the blues.
Oh, for sure. That's the truth. Sometimes vice versa. I've seen a lot of people that's not in the NBA give NBA players
absolutely,
work too.
Absolutely.
Myself included.
Shout out to Frank Nitty and
shout out to Frank Nitty for sure.
Go crazy.
Shout out to Franklin Sessions, man. He's been just killing it.
Absolutely.
I mean, I love. He's a professional baller.
Yep.
He's a pro baller. He's playing pro ball. He's doing pro contracts.
Yep.
Getting endorsements, building his brand here in Los Angeles.
Absolutely.
I mean, shout out to Frank.
Yep.
Hey, XvsX Sports. That's all we got for you this week. Metta World Peace, metaphorically speaking, brought to you by Boost Mobile and the Meta Panic Club.
Sir.
See you next time.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.